Archangel Michael says, the air around you is shifting quietly, almost like the world itself is holding its breath for you. The confusion that once felt endless is beginning to dissolve, piece by piece, and what you couldn't understand before is about to make perfect sense. Don't skip, because this moment, this very one, is the bridge between your pain and your peace. The universe has been rearranging itself behind the curtains, and you've mistaken divine construction for chaos. Every delay, every heartbreak, every silent night was not punishment, it was preparation. Stay till the end, because clarity is closer than it has ever been before. There was a reason certain people vanished, a reason doors closed right when you thought you had finally arrived. The truth was not rejection, it was redirection. Don't move away from these words, because you're standing right at the edge of revelation. You have cried for explanations that never came, but heaven was writing them inside your silence. Soon, you'll see how every unanswered prayer was answered in disguise. What felt like loss was actually divine timing wrapping you in protection. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael is watching over your heart tonight. His wings are around you like light pressed against your sorrow, and he whispers that you were never abandoned. The moment that once broke you will soon become the reason you rise higher than ever. Don't skip, because this is not just another message, it's your turning point. The energies that once resisted you are now realigning to serve you. All the pain you endured was an initiation into your strength, not a verdict of your worth. When you feel chills as you listen, it's not random, it's the angelic confirmation that you're being recalibrated. The storm that tried to break you has already served its purpose. What's next will reveal why everything unfolded the way it did. In a few days, something will shift subtly but powerfully, a message, a sign, a dream that finally connects all the missing dots. You'll remember this moment, and your heart will whisper, "Now I understand." Type Amen to get blessing 444. The confusion you once carried was never a curse, it was a sacred fog meant to protect your path until it was safe to see clearly. If you had seen too soon, you would have rushed where you were not ready. If you had known too early, you would have trusted the wrong ones. Archangel Michael says, heaven delayed your answers not to deny you, but to refine what you asked for. He tells you that your clarity is not arriving in pieces, it's arriving whole. Every name that disappeared, every plan that dissolved, was divine protection at its finest. Don't rush this clarity, it's ripening quietly like fruit in sacred soil. When it comes, it will not just explain your past, it will reframe your entire destiny. The tears you cried watered the very ground that your blessings now grow upon. You are entering the part of your story where everything starts to make sense, where pain turns into wisdom and heartbreak turns into direction. The fog is lifting, light is returning to your path. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Don't scroll, because what's unfolding right now is written directly for your soul. You've spent years wondering why things fell apart, why the ones you loved walked away, why certain opportunities slipped through your fingers. But soon, you'll see, it all had to happen this way. The people who couldn't love you were teaching you the shape of your worth. The doors that closed were rerouting you toward divine alignment. What once felt like destruction was actually construction under divine supervision. Archangel Michael says, you will soon receive an undeniable sign, something symbolic, something deeply personal. It might be a familiar scent, a sudden warmth, or a song that plays at the exact right moment. That will be heaven's way of saying, "Now you understand." When this clarity comes, you won't feel anger or regret anymore. You'll feel relief, because your soul will finally recognize how perfectly everything fit together. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My child, your past was not wasted. Those moments you thought were mistakes were actually stepping stones designed to mature your spirit. Life didn't happen to you, it unfolded through you, leading you right here. Don't skip, because these next moments carry the light that your eyes have been waiting for. The pain that once silenced you is about to speak truth, and when it does, you'll finally breathe freely again. Every delay was heaven's way of protecting your momentum from being wasted on the wrong path. That's why the things you chased refused to stay, they were never meant to belong in your forever. The coming days will bring you revelations that not only heal but transform. You will forgive without effort, and you'll thank the moments that once made you weep. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Something divine is preparing to unfold in your timeline. It's soft, silent, and steady, but when it happens, your entire world will make sense. What once looked like a random storm will suddenly look like a carefully painted sky. Don't move, stay here. The moment your awareness shifts, clarity floods in. You'll understand why the doors closed, why people betrayed you, why plans collapsed right before success. Every single event was calibrated with heavenly precision. Archangel Michael says, your next blessing is not new, it's the completion of everything you've been preparing for unknowingly. The veil is thinning, what was hidden is being revealed gently, without shock, only peace. When this light settles into your heart, you will smile and whisper, "Now I see why it all had to happen exactly like this." Type Amen to get blessing 888. You've walked through shadows, but they weren't meant to destroy you, they were meant to reveal your light. You were being trained quietly to stand tall, to love deeper, to discern faster. Heaven was not punishing you, it was sculpting you. Every "no" you heard was a redirection, not a rejection. Every loss carved space for something holy to arrive. Don't skip, because what's next will be proof that clarity is not just knowledge, it's peace restored. In the coming nights, your dreams will begin to show you the truth that your eyes couldn't yet see. Faces, places, moments, they'll line up in divine sequence. You'll wake with calm instead of confusion. This peace is the highest form of understanding. It doesn't need explanations, it simply knows. Type Amen to get blessing 999. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael stands beside you, radiant and unshakable. He says that soon, your mind will be light as air because the burden of confusion will vanish. What once tormented you with uncertainty will now serve as your greatest revelation. Don't underestimate how far you've come. You survived lessons meant for giants. You endured silence that felt eternal, and now that silence is breaking open with divine truth. This truth will not arrive as thunder, it will arrive as stillness. It will feel like a sigh leaving your soul. And in that moment, everything you've questioned will align into one perfect answer. It was all for your becoming. Type Amen to get blessing 111. You will soon find yourself saying, "Now I understand." Those words will rise naturally, almost as if they were written in your heart long ago. Every tear, every detour, every delay will echo with divine meaning. Don't skip, because the very energy that tried to confuse you is dissolving now. The fog is lifting, and you're finally seeing what heaven saw all along. Your life was never off track, it was simply being rerouted through grace. This new awareness will attract people and opportunities aligned with your healed frequency. You'll stop chasing clarity and start living it. And as Archangel Michael steps back into light, he leaves you one whisper: your confusion was sacred. It brought you home. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Now the light begins to stretch across your path, my beloved child, and everything that once felt disconnected starts to find its shape. The patterns you couldn't interpret are suddenly drawing lines toward purpose. Heaven is showing you how even pain had architecture. Don't scroll, because this is the sacred unraveling you prayed for. That ache in your chest, the one you thought was permanent, is releasing its grip. What remains is understanding, a gentle kind that doesn't need words, only quiet acknowledgement. You are walking through the aftermath of transformation, where memories become teachers instead of tormentors. The old energy is falling away like dust, and beneath it lies a version of you who finally sees clearly. Don't turn away from this, you earned this peace. You once thought clarity would roar like thunder, but instead, it's arriving like sunrise. Slowly, tenderly, illuminating everything you thought you lost. The truth is simple, you never lost anything meant to stay. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Every delay you faced was divine choreography. Each closed chapter was heaven's way of giving you time to remember who you truly are. The waiting was never empty, it was sacred incubation. Now, what was hidden begins to hum softly inside your awareness. You'll start to notice signs repeating, the same number, the same phrase, the same dream, and every repetition means, you are aligned. Don't skip, because your understanding is unfolding with each breath. Archangel Michael says, patience was your proof of faith. Every tear that fell watered your becoming. Now the garden of your destiny begins to bloom exactly as planned. When you look back, you'll laugh gently, not because it was easy, but because you'll see how perfect the design truly was. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Don't let fear convince you that clarity comes with chaos. True understanding arrives quietly, almost unnoticed, until suddenly everything makes sense. That is what's happening to you now, a sacred decoding of your past. The one who hurt you was unknowingly shaping your discernment. The job that ended was creating space for your divine calling. Even the silence from heaven was a conversation, one that said, "Trust the unseen." Now that unseen is revealing itself, layer by layer, with peace instead of panic. You're not stepping into something new, you're stepping into what was always waiting for you to notice it. When your heart feels lighter in the coming days, know it's not coincidence, it's divine closure. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Don't skip this next part, because this is where heaven begins to prove its plan. You will soon find yourself standing in the exact place where everything once collapsed, but this time you'll feel no pain. You'll smile instead, because clarity has replaced confusion. The person you couldn't forget will reappear, not to reopen wounds but to show you how healed you've become. You'll speak from peace, not from need. That's how you'll know the cycle has completed. Archangel Michael says your spirit contract is being rewritten in light. The lessons remain, but the suffering attached to them is gone. You are free, not in theory, but in experience. And as you exhale, heaven exhales with you, whispering, "It's done." Type Amen to get blessing 616. You were never meant to understand everything at once. The divine never rushes revelation, it unfolds it in perfect rhythm with your growth. That's why clarity sometimes feels late but always arrives on time. The night before clarity, the soul often feels restless, as if it senses the dawn approaching. That restlessness you felt recently wasn't anxiety, it was your spirit preparing to see truth. Don't skip, because you're entering your dawn. In the next season, every choice will feel lighter because it will come from alignment, not fear. You won't be guessing anymore, you'll be guided. The guessing ends where trusting begins, and you, my child, are crossing that threshold now. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Sometimes, clarity doesn't explain the past, it redeems it. It gives you peace without needing all the answers. That's what's forming inside you right now. The confusion that once haunted you has turned into wisdom sitting quietly in your bones. You've grown wiser than the pain that once defined you. You are becoming untouchable in your understanding. Archangel Michael says, when you finally understand, forgiveness becomes effortless. That's why the heaviness is fading, you're no longer fighting what happened, you're accepting that it shaped your destiny. Soon, gratitude will take the place of grief, and light will become your new language. Type Amen to get blessing 929. Don't move away, this is your alignment moment. You'll start to meet people who mirror your healed self, not your broken one. You'll see opportunities that were once invisible, now standing right in front of you. This clarity won't shout, it will whisper softly through synchronicities. Time will slow around your moments of realization. You'll feel your body relax, your breath deepen, your vision sharpen. The fog that once kept you lost was heaven's gentle blindness, protecting you from roads not meant for your feet. Now that the fog has lifted, you can finally walk freely without resistance. Every step you take from here forward carries the signature of divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael watches you with the calmness of one who already knows the ending is beautiful. He sees the light wrapping around your story, turning every bruise into brilliance. The same timeline that once broke your heart is now crowning your victory. Don't skip, because this moment, this reading, this realization, is not random. It's the universe aligning you back to awareness. It's your confirmation that what was lost is returning multiplied. When your heart trembles with recognition, know that it's the angelic realm confirming the truth within these words. Your season of confusion is over, your era of clarity begins now. You've passed the test, quietly, faithfully, powerfully. Type Amen to get blessing 121. My beloved, you will soon wake up one morning and feel an unfamiliar peace. The thoughts that used to loop endlessly will be silent. The ache that used to pulse beneath your ribs will be gone. This will not happen dramatically, it will happen naturally, like sunrise spreading across your life. You'll walk into your day and realize clarity has already come, and it feels like freedom. Archangel Michael says your name has been whispered in rooms of divine planning. What's next for you is not repair, it's revelation. Your clarity will guide others who are still walking in darkness. You were chosen for understanding so you could become a light for those still searching. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The angels are aligning the final pieces now. You may notice delays that feel like pause, but it's actually calibration. Heaven doesn't rush completion, it ensures perfection. Don't skip, because these pauses are powerful, they are positioning you exactly where your clarity will find you. The storm didn't destroy your path, it cleaned it. Now, every step you take resonates with certainty. Your story is shifting from confusion to conclusion. The same events that once made you cry will soon make you smile. You'll realize that understanding is the highest form of healing. That is what heaven calls your moment of clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 525. My beloved child, take a deep breath now and feel what peace actually feels like. This is not the calm before the storm, this is the calm after surviving one. You are standing at the edge of full awareness. Clarity is not coming, it's already here. It's the voice reading these words, it's the stillness inside your heartbeat. It's the recognition that everything, even pain, served your awakening. Archangel Michael says your vision is being anointed with truth. You'll no longer chase signs, you'll live as one. Your presence will become proof of divine timing in motion. And in that stillness, heaven will whisper your new beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 636. The air feels different now, doesn't it? The heaviness that once sat on your shoulders is loosening its hold. This is the quiet beginning of divine understanding touching your spirit. You are not imagining it, the rhythm of your life is slowing so you can see the pattern clearly. What was blurry is now aligning like constellations in the night sky. Heaven is handing you the missing pieces. Don't scroll, stay with these words. The reason everything once fell apart was so your foundation could be rebuilt with truth instead of illusion. Every ending was a hidden instruction to pause and listen. Now that you've listened, the silence is turning into a message. It says, you were never behind, you were being rebuilt in perfect time. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Archangel Michael says the storm didn't come to harm you, it came to reveal what could survive. Your faith, your compassion, your endurance, all of it was refined through the shaking. Nothing pure was ever lost. You will soon look at the same memories that used to break you and feel gratitude instead. That's how you'll know your healing is complete. The pain has served its purpose and surrendered to peace. The light that's entering your life now will not be temporary, it's the kind that stays. It will follow you through mornings and linger through nights, reminding you that clarity is forever. Don't skip this moment, because even now your spirit is adjusting to truth after a lifetime of confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. In the next few days, something subtle will happen, a word, a face, a scent that suddenly makes everything make sense. It won't be dramatic, but it will shake you softly awake. That's how heaven delivers realization, through quiet precision. The person you thought wronged you may appear again, not to reopen pain but to confirm your freedom. You will not tremble anymore when their name appears. You will smile because you finally understand. Archangel Michael stands near, whispering that wisdom has finally replaced waiting. You've crossed the invisible threshold between heartbreak and awareness. From this point on, nothing will feel confusing again. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. You once begged for explanations, but now your peace no longer depends on them. You've grown beyond needing reasons, you've become the reason things had to shift. Your transformation required space, and heaven cleared it for you. Don't skip, because this is the miracle moment you were always heading toward. The energy that once drained you is no longer connected to you. That is not emptiness, that is freedom. You may feel lighter, even sleepy, as if your soul is finally resting after years of defending itself. That is clarity sinking into your nervous system. That is healing turning permanent. Breathe, it's safe to exist without confusion now. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Archangel Michael says your journey was sacred architecture. Every wrong turn was secretly right. Every delay was the exact pause your destiny required to align resources and people. You will soon realize that the very thing you once cursed became your greatest teacher. You didn't fail, you evolved. The version of you standing here is the one heaven always intended to emerge. Don't doubt how powerful you've become. You've learned to find calm in uncertainty and faith in silence. That kind of strength is not ordinary, it's angelic inheritance. Now your path will glow with confirmation at every corner you turn. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Don't move away yet, because your realization is deepening. The next chapter of your life will not repeat old mistakes because you can now see the pattern before it forms. That awareness is your protection. The people meant for your future are being drawn toward your frequency of clarity. They will understand you without explanation. Your energy will finally be received, not drained. You will feel time slow around key decisions, giving you space to act from wisdom, not reaction. That is heaven ensuring that nothing important slips through unseen. The confusion era is officially closed. Type Amen to get blessing 9696. My beloved, you once mistook divine silence for absence, but now you know it was orchestration. Every unanswered moment was heaven preparing an answer that would last. Patience became your superpower. Archangel Michael says when you look back, you will not see chaos, you will see choreography. The steps that seemed scattered now form a pattern too perfect to be random. That's what divine order looks like when finally revealed. Don't skip this truth. Nothing was wasted, not even the waiting. Your timeline was always under construction by grace. And now, the unveiling begins. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. The shift that's coming is not small, it's a mental sunrise. You'll wake up one morning and feel as though you can finally breathe in color again. The world will look the same, but your perception will be brand new. You'll feel a softness in your chest where there used to be tension. That's the release of control, the surrender to understanding. You'll stop forcing answers because you'll see you already have them. Don't scroll, stay right here. The vibration of peace entering your body now is the physical signal of spiritual alignment. You are harmonizing with truth. This is what freedom feels like. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. The clouds are moving fast now, parting above your destiny. What was blocked is becoming visible. The blessings that couldn't find you before are tracing their way back. Archangel Michael says heaven never lost sight of you, not once. Even in your darkest nights, your name was carved into light. You were always being led home. Soon, you'll meet someone who reflects this new clarity back to you. They'll speak words that feel familiar because they carry the same light you've just received. And in their eyes, you'll see your healed self. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You will not chase closure anymore, because clarity has already given it to you. You will not relive what hurt you, because understanding has released it. You will walk differently, lighter, steadier, anchored. This energy will attract balance everywhere you go. The universe rearranges itself for people who finally understand their worth. That's you now, aligned, aware, unstoppable. Don't skip this last whisper. Archangel Michael says the angels have recorded your endurance, and reward has already been dispatched in your name. Nothing can intercept it. Your chapter of confusion has ended in radiant comprehension. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. My beloved, this clarity will follow you into your sleep. Dreams will now serve truth instead of confusion. When you wake, you'll carry messages that strengthen your decisions and quiet your fears. The heaviness in your body is leaving because you no longer carry stories that contradict your purpose. The timeline is clean, the frequency restored. Every breath you take from now is part of your revelation. The peace that surrounds you is not temporary, it is eternal confirmation that you understood the lesson. And heaven smiles, because you finally see what it always knew. Type Amen to get blessing 1313.